Ancient Egypt stands as one of the most iconic civilizations in human history, shaped by the lifeblood of the Nile River. This episode sets the stage for our exploration of the Kingdom of the Nile, examining its geography, duality, and its unparalleled significance as a cradle of civilization. The Nile River, often referred to as the Gift of the Nile by ancient historian Herodotus, was the heart of Egypt. Stretching over 6,600 kilometers, it flows northward through northeastern Africa, shaping the landscape and sustaining human settlement. The Nile's annual floods brought life-giving water and fertile silt to an otherwise arid desert, creating a narrow strip of lush farmland. For the ancient Egyptians, this annual cycle was more than a natural phenomenon. It was a divine gift, central to their worldview and survival. Geographically, Egypt was divided into two distinct regions, Upper Egypt in the south and Lower Egypt in the north. Upper Egypt consisted of a narrow river valley bordered by rugged cliffs, while Lower Egypt included the sprawling delta where the Nile meets the Mediterranean Sea. These regions were united in both culture and governance, symbolized by the double crown of Egyptian pharaohs, the white crown of Upper Egypt and the red crown of Lower Egypt. This duality shaped Egypt's political and cultural identity throughout its history. The unification of Egypt is traditionally attributed to King Narmer around 3100 BCE. Narmer, often identified with the legendary Menes, was the first to consolidate the fragmented regions into a single kingdom. This marked the beginning of the early period, a time when the foundations of Egyptian civilization were established. Hieroglyphic writing, an iconic system of pictorial and symbolic representation, also emerged during this era, enabling the recording of religious texts, administrative decrees, and historical events. The timeline of ancient Egypt is traditionally divided into several key periods: the Old Kingdom, Middle Kingdom, New Kingdom, and Late Period, interspersed with times of instability known as intermediate periods. Each period contributed uniquely to Egypt's development. The Old Kingdom, lasting from 2686 to 2181 BCE, is famously known as the Age of the Pyramids. Monumental structures such as the Great Pyramid of Giza, built under Pharaoh Khufu, showcase the architectural ingenuity and centralized power of the state. These pyramids were not merely tombs, but eternal symbols of pharaonic authority and religious devotion. The concept of Ma'at, the divine order, played a central role in maintaining social harmony and legitimizing the ruler's divine status. The Middle Kingdom, 2055 to 1650 BCE, represented a period of reunification and cultural flourishing. Thebes emerged as a new political and cultural capital. Literature such as The Tale of Sinuhe became a hallmark of this era, reflecting both the values and concerns of Egyptian society. This period also saw advancements in art, with more naturalistic depictions of figures and innovative architectural styles. The New Kingdom, 1550–1070 BCE, was Egypt's golden age of empire. Pharaohs such as Thutmose III, Hatshepsut, and Ramses II expanded Egypt's influence through military campaigns and monumental constructions. The temples at Karnak and Luxor, as well as the rock-cut tombs in the Valley of the Kings, reflect the wealth and power of this era. The New Kingdom was also marked by significant religious changes, most notably the introduction of the Aton cult under Pharaoh Akhenaten, who attempted to establish a form of monotheism. The Late Period, 664–332 BCE, saw a decline in Egypt's autonomy as foreign powers like the Assyrians, Persians, and eventually Alexander the Great exerted control. Despite these challenges, Egypt remained a cultural beacon, influencing neighboring regions with its art, religion, and governance. Egypt's unique position as a crossroads of Africa, Asia, and the Mediterranean enabled it to flourish as a hub of trade, culture, and innovation. Its contributions to science, architecture, and literature profoundly shaped the ancient world.